close to a decade, I've been in this space of personal effectiveness and emotional intelligence. For a fact, I can assure you that we don't fail because we lack the experience, we lack the knowledge, we lack the skill, we lack even the intelligence. We fail because of the emotional states we are in. You can have a great idea, you can have a great project, you can have a great design, you can be emotionally intelligent. But if your emotional state of being is negative, then everything will be distorted. And for a fact, I know that as a human being, we live in this repetitive world. Our emotions have become negative, and to a certain point in life, we want to change our lives based on logic. And yet we know we live in emotions. We are emotional beings. So how can we change our state of being and focus on our emotional levels than just focusing on logic? We have been told that an average human being lives in autopilot for a fact. And we know that an average human being has 56 emotions, 80 are negative and 96 are repetitive. So we are living in this state of autopilot, as Albert Einstein once said, that we are products of habits. Now, it's until you catch your thoughts, it's until you become an emotional state who's able to know, understand, and manage that we're able to change our blueprint of what we intend to do, be, and have in life. This simply means that many of us are not designing our lives in a way we want. Many of us have repeated things every day and we have called it normal. It's from that you call things normal that you end up becoming normal because you're no longer conscious of who you are. So when you honestly take some time and have an honest look about yourself, you realize that you are running an internal narrative. And this narrative might have been told to you by your parents, your relatives, your society, the schools, and even the environment. And it's until you short circuit that internal narrative that you tend to become and find exactly who you are and where your thoughts and emotions are coming from. Because many of these are things that have been reprogrammed in us. And that's why everything is never about you, but about them. And this reminds me of Cooley's famous statement. He said, "I'm not what I think I am. I'm not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am." So the narrative is about them rather than being about me, trying to understand myself, trying to understand my own emotions, trying to understand why I do what I do, and the essence as to why I do what I do. Think about this for a moment. Imagine you are a movie director and you use the same script, have the same players, have the same scenes, have the same words. It's always the same. People get bored with a script, they get bored with experience, they get bored with the actors, they get bored with even the scenes. It is high time you become your own personal director. And here I mean, you start writing the narrative that you believe in. You change the script, you change the experience, you change even the words. It's until you change the scripts that you change the whole movie. And this movie is not the movie outside of you, it is the movie in which you are the actor, you are the director, and you are the producer. And many of us have failed to change the script because our brains are always searching for meaning. And in that meaning, anything you attach meaning to, your brain correlates, the brain works with, the brain tags along. And you can start by asking yourself, what does this mean? What is the meaning of this? And the meaning you assign to anything will change the way you think, will change the way you feel, and automatically change the way you act. So, meaning is the engine that will transform your consciousness, that will transform your emotional state of being. And it starts by you being able to change the meaning you attach to things. When you change the meaning, it will change the thought, that the thought will change the meaning of the emotion, and the emotion will change the meaning of how you act, and how you act will change the meaning that will lead to your behavior. And once you change the meaning of what your behaviors are, you change your lifestyle. And once you change your lifestyle, you have predestined your destiny. You're no longer moving in autopilot. You're no longer acting out of the subconscious. You're acting out of the conscious because you have changed the meaning you attach to anything. Because anything is how we do everything. Ladies and gentlemen, if at all you can change the meaning of a thing, you have changed your destination and you have changed your lifestyle.